All right, my friends. Thanks everybody for joining. Feel free to say hello. Oh, look at all of you. Hi, Oana. Hello, sweet Veronica. Donna from Alberta. Hello from Regina, Saskatchewan. I love all my Canadians. You guys rock. Big topic. I know. Good afternoon, Veronica. Awesome. Hello from Brazil. I love it. My Brazilian friends. I love it. All over the world. How do we get so lucky to connect from all over the world? So if you're just joining and seeing me for the very first time, welcome. My name is Katherine McIntosh. I am a mama. I don't know. I'm a lot of things. I'm a mom and I'm an Access Consciousness Certified Facilitator, but I'm the founder and creator of the No Judgment Diet. And 8 years ago, I had an idea really from my own personal experience to get out of the judgments that I had about me and my body. And from Slovenia. Hello, Tatiana. Tatjana. I don't know how to say it. I'm probably butchering it, but I like trying to say your names. So 8 years ago, I wanted to get out of this personal hellhole. So I created this thing called the No Judgment Diet. Now, a lot of people think it's about your bodies, and actually the No Judgment Diet is about getting out of judgment so you can live your life in any area. So if you judge yourself in relationships, or you judge yourself with food, or you judge yourself with how physically you think you look or don't look, the idea is no matter where you are in the world and no matter what you think is stopping you, if you stop judging you can start to create and experience life on your terms. Yeah. So today's topic, which is a juicy topic, and it's a pretty loaded topic, which is telling yourself the truth. Gulp. And all the lies you say along the way, right? So tomorrow I'm going to do a telecall or a Zoom call for an hour as a taster for $10. I'll tell you guys about it later. You're going to be invited to it, and anyone is invited to come. But I want to kind of talk about this journey of what it means for me to tell myself the truth, but also for you to look at, are you telling yourself the truth in your life, right? And then ... all the lies you say along the way. So my personal experience, I'll bring myself into it, and it's not very comfortable for me to talk about this. It is pretty vulnerable, but what I realized recently, thanks to a very good friend of mine, is that I lie a lot. And it was like little things. Are you thirsty? No. Do you need to get your skin, or have you ever gotten your skin checked for cancer? Yes. Right? Like I would tell all these little lies that were literally insignificant. But what I realized is the more lies that I got caught in, then the bigger truths, no one trusted me. And I was like, oh my gosh. So if I am lying about these things that are really insignificant, what am I creating as my future? And I got to see that I was stalling all the places where I could be telling myself the truth. Now, most of us, and you can see if this is true for you, and you guys are welcome to comment as you comment. Hello, happy Sev. Most of us will lie to ourselves and make sure to go out of our way to tell everybody else in our lives the truth. And so here's an example. Years ago, I was with a friend, and this friend kept saying, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. Now I want to lose weight. Now I would hang out with her quite a bit. She was a very good friend of mine. And she would go to Starbucks and order the grande frappuccino mochas or the venti frappuccino mochas. And then she would order a cupcake or a donut or a pastry. And then for lunch, she would have like fries and a burger, and then for dinner she'd have, I don't know, fries and a burger. But why I'm saying that is I watched her food choice and I was like, yeah, I think I said to her, I was like, are you sure you want to lose weight? And she was like, well, yeah. I was like, well, your food choices aren't really dictating that you want to lose weight. Your food choices are telling me that you want to eat whatever you want to eat whenever you want to eat it. And she was like, oh, oh my God, I don't want to lose weight. I want to eat whatever I want to eat whenever I want to eat it. And I was like, ding, ding, ding. Right. And so nobody likes to lose weight. Nobody likes to lose anything. And so when we ask our bodies to lose weight, we might be lying, right? If you say, for example, you want to start saving money, but your actions are spend, 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 spend money, then you might be lying to you. And so several months ago, I gulp recognized shamefully, like, I mean, let go of the shame. But it was a really hard pill to swallow because I didn't want to look at the truth, at all the little white lies that I was telling myself, right? And so, for example, I would say, I want to get really clear on my finances. But guess what? Every time I would sit down to do my finances, I would find something else to do or some excuse as to why I didn't have the time. So was it true that I wanted to do my finances? No. What was true is I didn't want to look at them and I wanted somebody else to deal with it. What was true is I love making money, but I don't like dealing with the logistics after making the money. And so none of this is right or wrong, but it was really information to go, okay, if I say I want this kind of a business, what lies am I telling myself? And what's actually true? And so going back to my friend who wanted to lose weight and was eating whatever she wanted, whenever she wanted it, and she realized the truth, which was, I want to eat whatever I want to eat, whenever I want to eat it. She went, oh, I can change my food choices based on eating whatever I want to eat, whenever I want to eat it. And so over the course, I want to say 4 months, she ended up losing 20, 30, 40 pounds, right? Happy Sev says, yes, I'm doing the same with finances. So my friends, it's not wrong where you're avoiding. It's just really good to look at, because if you keep saying you want to change something, but you're not actually changing it. So I was talking to a friend of mine whose husband, she's like, my husband's not happy. He wants to create more, but he doesn't know what he wants to create. And I was like, well, what's he choosing? And she's like, well, he's choosing to work and he's choosing to play. He's choosing to spend money on this. And I was like, well, is he happy? She's like, yeah. I'm like, is he changing? She's like, no. I'm like, then he doesn't want to change. So when we take the burden or the pressure off of trying to get life right, we can go, ooh, am I willing to tell myself the truth? And what lies am I actually telling myself? Yeah. So Donna says, wow, by the way, you guys, thank you for your comments. It really helps a lot. And please feel free to like, heart, comment, share as you go about this, because the more people that see this, the more we can wake up to consciousness and see what we can create. So Donna says, wow, I keep telling people and myself that I want to finish a big life-changing project, yet I haven't. Lies. And some space for clearing and choice and change. Bam. Yeah. Because what I know about those of you that are creative, spontaneous, like an adventure, you can't really do the same thing every day or you'd be bored out of your mind. You can't really keep the same job unless it's really creative and you get to be somewhat in charge. Then you're somebody that loves change in a lot of ways, right? But you will avoid being consistent. So a year ago, I decided to create a course called NJD Every Day. So it was No Judgment Diet Every Day. And every day we were using the tools of Access Consciousness and we would frack the insanity. Now we've been doing this for almost a year. We'd frack the insanity. We would do an energy poll. We would destroy and uncreate all the points of views and conclusions and judgments we had about any topic, right? We would run MTVS on the immune system points. We did all these things and we're going to do it again starting December 1st. So when I first started this, I was like, I can't do anything consistently. And I was terrified to actually offer this course as a possibility. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do anything consistently. But then I looked at what's the life I want to create and what's required to create it. And it was like, wow, if I was willing to show up for my life, for the business I'm creating, for the book I'm writing, the books I'm writing, for the podcast, for all the things I've been creating, right? Then what's required? It was like showing up for me every day and showing up for people that want to expand their world, expand their consciousness, and choose greater. And so we've gone almost a year, and I gotta say that it was such a gift to let go of the lie that I can't do anything consistently. Because I've been doing all 300, and today was 343 days of doing this thing consistently at the same time every day. Yeah. So Marianella says it's like putting your glasses to see what is the reality of whatever is not changing. And so Donna, it's so cool that you keep telling yourself that you want to finish a big project, but sometimes we have to look at, wow, what's the value in not finishing it? Is it time to finish it? Am I wrong for not finishing it? Am I aware of the timing and maybe I'm procrastinating for a reason? So I have a podcast, and I'm shamefully admitting that my target in doing this podcast was to do a podcast every day. If any of you have seen my podcast, it is the most inconsistent thing. So I finally recorded a podcast last week after not doing anything for 4 months. So is it true that I want to do a podcast every day? Nope, because I'm not choosing it. So what's true? I want to do the podcast whenever I want, whenever I feel like it, which is not very often. And yet I show up on Facebook quite a lot to do a Facebook Live, or I show up on YouTube and do, a live. And it's like, that is what I've been choosing. And so do I actually want to do a podcast? Yes. But what needs to change? Because you guys can hear that the yes might be a lie. Because if it was really a yes, I would show up for the podcast in a way that served the podcast, served the business, served the people listening to the podcast, right? But it's like, imagine wanting to go to your favorite restaurant, and your restaurant's like, yeah, we open like 3 days a month when we feel like it. People would probably stop going to that restaurant. And so if I'm creating a podcast and I'm doing it so randomly, the people that get excited about the next episode will go away if I'm like, yeah, I just do it randomly. I'm not really open for business. I'm only open when I feel like it. Like, that doesn't actually create more. Right? Hello again. I adore you guys. Thanks for being here. And so do you guys notice that? So where in your life are you avoiding telling yourself the truth? So the truth is, I have not chosen to be consistent with my podcast. And the truth is, I've got a lot of points of views about having it be perfect. If anybody knows me, I'm far from perfect. When I do my videos, for some reason on video, I'm like, oh, I can drool. I can have snot coming out of my nose. I could have green stuff in my teeth, and I'll still show up on camera and, fumble and have a conversation with you. But for some reason, I haven't allowed myself to transfer that to the podcast. So what is actually true for you? And how do you find out what's true for you? You start to pay attention to all the little things that light you up, to all the little things that are exciting in your world. And then those lies, so I realized I started to lie at a very young age for a lot of different reasons that I won't go into, because guess what? They don't matter. It doesn't matter the reason. What matters is, am I willing to change it? So my friends, where are you lying to you? Where are you lying to you about food? Where are you lying to you about your body? Where are you lying to you about your business? Where are you lying to you about having more clients? Where are you lying to you about wanting to start a business? Where are you lying to you about your finances? Now, this isn't wrong, but do you notice that most people do not want to look at the topic of conversation called lies, right? And so tomorrow, hello everybody, tomorrow I'm doing a one-off Zoom. We're also doing a 3-part series afterwards, but we're going to do a one call tomorrow on Zoom. You can be on camera with me or not. It's just a choice. And the topic of conversation is lies. And we are going to dive into looking at from a pragmatic perspective without going into the wrongness. Would it change your life if you were willing to change your lies? I'm going to say that again. Would it change your life if you were willing to change your lies? Yeah. So my friends, you know, now more than ever in a time on the planet where lies are sort of the norm. It's normal to lie. What if you were the different light in the world that began to be the truth, not just tell the truth, because we all have those friends that are like, can I tell you my truth? And then they basically just stab you in the back. That is not telling the truth. Telling the truth is being a witness to your life and seeing what's actually true, what lights you up, what doesn't light you up, what brings you possibility, what doesn't. Oh, baby, right? So tomorrow at 2:00 Mountain Standard Time, so I believe it would be 10 p.m. Central European Time. I believe it'll be, oh man, I'm off on Australia time right now, but I think somewhere around 8 or 9 a.m. In Australia. You guys are welcome to join us for $10. Yes. How long is the call tomorrow? It'll probably be an hour. I might go a little bit over, maybe 75 minutes, but roughly we're going to do about 60 minutes and we'll go from there. So, and if you can't make it live, we will send you the replay and you're welcome to submit your questions prior to the call at Katherine@KatherineMcIntosh.com. So if you guys want to check out that call and or join the whole freaking series, because oh baby, who knows where we're going to go, you can go to KatherineMcIntosh.com/lies. I didn't put the, oh, look at that. Look at how smart Facebook is. So you can go to KatherineMcIntosh.com/lies and check it out. But my friends, I want to invite you to consider what it would be like if without judgment, without a point of view, without making yourself wrong, if you could go, wow, I haven't actually wanted to save money. Cool. Wow, I haven't actually wanted to commit to my relationship. Okay, I haven't actually wanted to get clear on my finances. And so if you, without a point of view, just look at what's true, the minute we look at something, we change the molecule of it. And the minute we change the molecule of it, guess what? It opens the door to more consciousness. And so you are a gift. You always have been. And you are the invitation for a different world. You're the invitation for a different possibility. And so everywhere where you've decided you're a pile of poo, everywhere you've decided you're wrong for being you, everywhere you've decided you're too loud or too obnoxious or too different or too wacko, those are all lies, my friends. Yes, you are different, but that difference is needed now more than ever. And so what if we could be the difference that begins to eradicate and eliminate not the lies, but we eradicate and eliminate the charge and the control that the lies are creating. Okay, because lies are going to be there no matter what. Everybody likes lies. Nobody likes a liar, but everyone is one, right? And so the founder of Access Consciousness, Gary Douglas, told me a long time ago, and in class, he said, Catherine, you're a really good liar. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, you'll lie to you all day long by judging you. And I was like, oh, so every judgment we have of ourselves is a lie. And what I've recognized is everywhere we take those lies and we then project them onto our body, right? So I'm getting old is a lie we project on our body, and then our body tries to make the lie true. You tell your body you're fat, it's a lie, but your body tries to make it true. So tomorrow we're going to include the body in this journey to see how we can eradicate and eliminate the control that lies have in your life, in your world. And perhaps it may make a difference on the planet. So if you'd like to join us, you are of course invited. But for now, whether you join or not, I encourage you and invite you to look at what is it you desire to create as your life? What is it you desire to create in the world? And where are you lying to you? Yeah, Marianella says, thank you, Catherine, for going where it's uncomfortable to get to where is required for a bigger possibility. Exactly. You're so welcome, my friend. Because you know what? When I discovered that I was the biggest liar I've ever met, I did not want to be around me. I was like, oh my God. And I saw, and I don't really know if I can put words to this, but I saw that I was using lies to lie to me, to lie to everybody around me, so that I didn't have to create the life I say I want to have, so that I could stay small in my life instead of really, truly stepping out in a way that is true for me. So yes, I come on live a lot. Yes, I tell my stories a lot. But what I know is possible to invite the world to choose, I'm only choosing like that much of it so far. And here's an example. Here's an example. I have written a book. The edited version is sitting on my computer, and I have not yet edited it. Now, this isn't judgment. This isn't wrongness. This is just information because I haven't yet chosen it. But is that a lie? Not necessarily. If I were to say, but I want it out by October, that's a lie. No, I don't want it out by October. I want it whenever it comes out, whenever I feel like getting to it. Okay, that's the truth. Creation in the space of uncomfortableness. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. So, my friends, please know that wherever you are in the world, you're a gift. Just by you watching this adds to my day. Hopefully, this conversation adds to yours. If you're just joining, please feel free to start from the beginning, because it was a juicy topic of telling yourself the truth, gulp, and then lying to you all along the way. Right? It's really insane. And so, my friends, you're not wrong for what you've chosen. You know, for me, I was a really good liar to avoid a lot of abuse. All right. And I was also a really good liar to avoid being tricked into lies by my family so I could be abused. And so I learned to live as a liar as if that was going to keep me safe. It might have kept me safe till I was 12, 15, but it didn't create the life I'd like to live. So thank you guys for being here. Please feel free to share it with anyone that you think would want to hear this message. And if you're inspired to join us for tomorrow's $10 Zoom call on lies, and you can sort of we'll do some clearings, use the tools of Access Consciousness, and dive into what can you create with this instead of how do you avoid it. So, my friends, as always, it is such a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you on the other side. Yes, acknowledging the lie that I need to hold back. Heather, darling, you do not need to hold back. And there's no holding you back when you don't want to be held back. So I love that. Every time we acknowledge the truth and every time we acknowledge the lie, the molecule can change. So we open the door to consciousness and more can get created. It's such a gift. So my friends, thank you for being here. I adore you so much, hugging you so much, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.